Hello and welcome to a new morning briefing presented by Stein Investments. Today's main topics are the poll results of this week, then the chat rooms we already have and those who will be created newly. Then we'll do our market analysis, and last but not least we'll do a short AI comparison between Claude and ChatGPT. So I hope this is interesting stuff for you and you'll stick with us until the end of this video. So first things first, we asked about your opinion several times this week and the results have been pretty interesting. Maybe I can hide it here. So the first poll asked for German content specific for German speaking or native German speaking users, and yes, we hear you. It's currently just a matter of time that we didn't produce specific German content yet. It's my native language as well, and I can fully understand that you are asking for it, and I promise I'll provide you stuff like this. But to make my life a bit easier and to provide you what you are most interested in, please drop me a line. What is the content you are most interested in, so I can provide and produce this content at first. So this would be beneficial for everyone. So the second poll has been about the new Easy Insight chat room and where you want to see it hosted. And there has been 1/3 of the votes for Discord, which is indeed a very popular tool. I'm not very familiar with it, but I've seen it in the past. And the utmost 2/3 of the votes went for Telegram, which is easy to handle and we are very experienced with it. And so we decided to go with what the majority of the voters wants and created a new Telegram group for Easy Insight. The first users are already in, and those who are not yet inside this group, just drop me a line, send a confirmation of your Easy Insight purchase or rent, and we'll add you to this group. The idea behind that is to exchange experiences with the different AI models, with different AI prompts, to speed up the improvement and development for everyone who is involved. And I'm really looking forward to the already interesting exchange between us and between the users to get this even more amazing than it currently is. It is really interesting how the AI interprets the data and how different the output is between the different models, and that's what we'll have a look at later in this video. So that's it from this side. Let's move on to our regular market analysis. Yes, it's Friday and I'm usually not trading on a Friday, but today seems to be interesting because we see a rising total trading volume here, and this usually supports some moves. You see the euro is rising with a good interest here. Net long change is positive, even if it's currently decreasing, but there is a demand for new positions in the euro, and we'll see this also reflected here in the FX power strength analysis of the past 8 hours for the euro. So maybe we'll spot some interesting trading opportunity here. So our currency overview shows us some more details about the current euro strength, and there is some decent buy dynamic, even though the long-term and mid-term trends are hovering around the neutral area. This might be supported by the correlated British pound here as well, which is also not very dynamic, but short-term pretty on the buy side, and so I would consider them both as buy opportunities. So we need a weak counterpart. US dollar is split. Canadian dollar is completely neutral. Swiss franc is currently going a bit to the downside, and the Japanese yen is also split. So the Aussie dollar doesn't provide anything real as well. And the only one I see would be here the New Zealand dollar, which is pretty clear on the weak side. So if we want to buy something driven by a rising interest in new trading positions, then I would go for the euro against the New Zealand dollar, because this one was the one that moved the most in terms of volume. And so we'll check the euro New Zealand dollar chart, navigated here by the FX Power Delta map. And there we see a very healthy buy scenario here. Euro is clearly on the strong side of the FX Power scale, and the New Zealand dollar is on the weak side. The ATR is also very healthy because we have only 63% reached already, and the same is true for the euro and the New Zealand dollar. So that's pretty excellent situation to open a new buy trade here. And so we'll see how this will turn out during the next hours. Now let's browse quickly through the non-Forex symbols before we go to the AI comparison. And we'll start with the Bitcoin as usual. The Bitcoin is currently in a strong uptrend. Already exceeded $100,000 yesterday, I think. And it's currently on a slight reversal to the downside, but this offers just new opportunities for the easy scalping system as it did here. And here you would have an entry probably around this area with a pretty decent target at the last high. So situations like this provide an excellent risk and reward ratio, and I can only encourage you having a closer look at our easy scalping trading system, which provides still excellent results for most of our users. And even if we are currently more AI driven, this is still a stable basis for your trading activities, and if you are mainly interested in manual trading. So the next one is oil, and this is very clear with an extreme buy trend here. There is some serious demand, even though it's still only at $60, so far away from the last highs, but there is a very healthy uptrend, and the last entry signal from the easy scalping system would have been here or here, which is both around this area. So even if you set your stop loss below this in this area, you would have a risk and reward of at least 1-to-1. The Dow Jones is currently neutral, offering nothing for us, for at least not based on our trading strategies. And the German DAX provided an easy scalping entry here at this point during the Asian session with a decent outcome as well. So now let's go back to the starting point and come to the comparison between different AI models. And we tested two of them. The first one is ChatGPT, which we mainly use in our daily workflow. And the second one is Claude AI, which I came across in the exchange with a user. And the output is very different. ChatGPT tends to stick to the rules I sent with the AI prompt, and Claude seems to be a bit more flexible in interpreting the rules, but it is very quick and it has an excellent reasoning. And so I decided to set up two charts, one for the Claude AI with its own magic number here, and a second one for ChatGPT with its own magic number as well, to compare the results if I follow the recommendations of these AI analyzers. You won't see this information yet. We will add this in the next release. This is currently version 1.18. The current version in the market is 1.16, but of course we have to test new features and discuss with our users what they need and what they want to build them the trade management solution they need and want. So you will get this information in the next release of EasyTrade, and our current chat group here on Telegram is really excellent, and a few users already posted some of their ideas, and I can only encourage every one of them to share your ideas, share your experience, so that we can build the tools you need. And please keep in mind, all updates are free of charge, so if you buy a license now, you will get all further improvements of the upcoming years free of charge. So, considering the current price point, it's definitely an excellent deal to buy these tools straight away. So let's go back to the AI output of today's data. And here is the ChatGPT analysis. I have to say I uploaded the same AI prompt text file and data file to ChatGPT and to Claude AI. And the output of them couldn't be more different. The point is, ChatGPT said none of these pairs qualifies for a trade recommendation because they miss at least one rule. And then it tells me this is the near miss watch list. Each pair below fails only one rule. The node shows the single fix that would qualify it. So I can check and then decide if I would go for at least one of these trades or just ignore it because there is currently no recommendation for that. Claude AI, on the other hand, provided me, here it doubles this. On the right side you always see the analysis, and on the left side you see the summary. And so I can hide this one because it's doubled and just stick with this. So here you see I uploaded the data file and I uploaded the text file. Then it analyzes. It's pretty quick, I have to admit, usually quicker than ChatGPT. And then it provides me 3 trade recommendations. British pound against the Aussie dollar buy, against Swiss franc also buy, and the New Zealand dollar also buy. The reasoning is pretty good, but it's missing at least in this case, it's missing at least one rule, because at the time I was asking, neither the British pound nor the Aussie dollar have been showing a rising interest in new trading positions. And this is a rule I defined in the AI prompt file, and so I consider this as essential. I wouldn't have expected the AI to ignore this completely, but of course I can say maybe I am wrong with my set of rules I define in the AI prompt, and so I said, okay, why not? Let's check these trade recommendations and trade them to see if it provides some interesting opportunities I wouldn't have seen because it doesn't match my set of rules. And so, okay, you see British pound, Aussie dollar, amazing, and it's currently already covered by rising delta. So considering the analysis is half an hour old because it takes some time to prepare these videos and the content, I would say we'll trade it anyway, but I admit with a very late entry, because at the time I got this analysis result from Claude AI, the price was hovering around here. But next time I'll do better. It's just to explain how I want to evaluate the results the AI provides. So the next chart is British pound against the Swiss franc. It's also not a great one. It's perfect in terms of its dynamic, but it's currently running in a resistance cluster where the next resistance is not far away. Nonetheless, I'll go for it, and my original entry straight after the analysis would have been here, but doesn't matter. I will trade it here as well. Then the next one was the British pound against the New Zealand dollar, and I assume it moves the same as the British pound against the Aussie dollar, and I'll go with this as well and place my stop here on this side and the take profit here at the 80% ATR. So what's the conclusion of this short comparison? You have to check the output of the AI, because you can't trust it blindly that it always considers all rules you defined in the AI prompt and might give you an entirely wrong recommendation because it calculates something wrong or just ignores your rules. So even if you provide them identical data, you'll get completely different results between the models. I don't judge the output because we only see, yeah, if it's a profit, then it's good. So this is the short form. So that's why I can only encourage everyone to test different models and share the results with us in the Easy Insight chat group so that we can learn faster. There are so many AI models out there and I can't test all of them at the same time. So it would be a huge help and support if you guys share your experience, share your improvements for the benefit of everyone, and we can improve the tool itself based on your experience, and we'll grow and become more profitable as a community. So yeah, use the opportunity you have, use the new Easy Insight chat platform to exchange ideas and opinions, and I'm really looking forward to the upcoming conversations in this room. That said, I'm pretty much done for this week. Looking forward to the result, and then I'll share the results with you in the next video on Monday. That's it. Have a great weekend and see you in the next one.